Okay, welcome back to Stories Around the Campfire. We got another topic that we're going to kind of discuss briefly.
Amanda!
John Carpenter, he seems to like to open his big mouth a lot, and especially lately. No, I'm not knocking him. I like John Carpenter. Don't get me wrong. But recently he has teased the desire to direct a Fog sequel, if you will. I know these guys love that movie. And we're going to talk about something else John Carpenter said first, but let's talk about the Fog sequel first. Colonel, do we need this?
Not now. I mean, maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 35 years ago. Sure. Right. Not now. I mean, like you said, it's like he's almost saying it just to get reactions out of people at this point. I love John Carpenter. I really do. When's the last time he made a good movie? When's the last time he made a movie? You're talking about a sequel for a movie that came out in 1980 that people love. It's like, dude, just stick to playing with your band on the road. That's where your heart is. You're a traveling musician now. That's what you love. By all means, go do it. I would love to see you if you ever come to Cincinnati.
Okay.
Things have to back up. I will fucking be there. He was always, oh yeah, we talked about it. Well, we talked about sequels for all my movies. It's like he's just talking the fucking talk. There's no weight to it.
That brings up a kind of a side question before we get to Ziggy. When a celebrity or a director or an actor says something along these lines, do the media outlets just run with it too much and make too much of a big deal out of it? Like this, Colonel?
Well, of course. Fuck yeah, we're sitting here talking about it now. It came from John Carpenter. And you got the what if? I know we mentioned this in the past. I don't want to say too much, but say you get to enjoy the original cast back. It's like, well, where's the fog going to come from? The humidifier in the room at the nursing home? I'm not trying to knock them. I'm not saying they're all, these got people in their 60s to their 80s now. What are you going to do? Obviously, it's going to be something totally different. Cast-wise, at least. Maybe have a cameo by Jamie Lee Curtis. Fuck, she'll do it. Check's right.
Jamie could be there. Tom Atkins could be there. I mean, we didn't.
I love Tom Atkins to be there, especially if he played the town drunk. How much more accurate could that be? Fuck you, Tom, for not sharing your beer. You are a beer hog, sir, and actually, I love you. But I really would like to toss one back with you. That's all.
That would have been cool. Ziggy, what do you think? You want to see a Fog too?
It's important to point out the context of this entire genesis of this whole conversation we're having was an interview on the Lost soundtracks, the current disc he just released with his son, the traveling band that Colonel mentioned. He was asked, do you have any desire to return to filmmaking? And he said, oh, yes. There's been some discussions. One of them was a Fog sequel. One of them was a Big Trouble in Little China. There was a whole thing that he went down the list. The Fog was the one that people grabbed and ran with, and that's fine. I would back off and say, let's remember what happened with Escape from New York when we revisited that, 16, 17 years later and went to L.A. Not so much, man. And we had most of the, a lot of the same characters there, and at least the main one. Here is another thing I have with a possible Fog sequel. You no longer have Deborah Hill to help write this thing. She wrote the original Fog with John Carpenter. I don't know to what capacity or who did what, but I mean, obviously she had her fingerprints on a lot of his early stuff, the stuff that we love.
Right.
With her being gone now, I mean, how could this, have that same magic? Because that whole production was nothing but a train wreck. He had to recut the film and do reshoots several times to get what we got.
Right.
So, I mean, who the fuck knows what was going on before they got to that? Because what we have, yes, it's discombobulated. It's kind of a mess, but I love the Fog. But as far as that remake that will not be named, no, I mean, that thing has got nothing to do with what that was originally, the material at all. It's an abomination. It should be burned, and your eyes should be burned out if you have seen it. I mean, that's how bad I feel about that fucking piece of crap. John Carpenter is helming a potential Fog sequel. Helming, that means directing. I have to give it a chance. And I do hope they get Adrienne Barbeau. I hope they get Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom Atkins. I don't give a fuck. Wheelchair their asses in there, and let's have them involved somehow. We can't have Hal Holbrook anymore. You can't have a lot of these guys are gone. There's no reason we can't do the whole, relatives, family. more ancestors that maybe the ghosts decide they need to get something. But listen, if Carpenter is not sitting in the chair, if he's not at least writing most of this, I don't want it. Not at all.
I'm just going to say this. I don't think this is necessary. If John Carpenter wants to direct something new, direct something new. Don't rehash. I know it's the easy way out, but fuck, put your name above something new and people will still go to it in droves. It doesn't have to be John Carpenter's Return to the Fog or something like that. It doesn't have to be. Like Colonel said, what was his last good movie, Ziggy?
I would probably say the last good Carpenter scary horror film that I enjoyed, it's not vampires, it's Prince of Darkness.
I would probably say, before Thunder Steel and Colonel gets his hands on this, I would probably say In the Mouth of Madness. Colonel, what about you?
I said Vampires was okay, but I wouldn't say it was. Big Trouble in Little China for me.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, that's to me, it's like the ultimate fucking Carpenter movie, and it's not even horror. It's just, I fucking love that movie. Halloween and Big Trouble in Little China, it's like boom, 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 boom. You got Mouth of Madness, you got fucking, like Zach said, Prince of Darkness, I mean, Escape from New York. I mean, this guy played a pivotal role in all of us as fans of cinema in general. Like, John Carpenter's a fucking legend. But it's kind of sad when you think about when the last time he made a really good movie. It's like, ooh.
Now I kind of went good scary movie. He's done other things that have been non-horror that were pretty good. You know,
Well, I was on the last not good scary movie, I guess you could do Escape from LA. It's scary fucking bad. Snake Plissken playing a fucking basketball game. What the fuck?
I was
Surfing?
hurt by that.
Yeah, surfing. I mean,
Hang 10, Snake, hang 10.
yeah.
All right, let's talk about something else that John Carpenter recently said. He's almost putting the goddamn death knell on Halloween Kills by saying it might not show in theaters in October.
Once again, this was his thoughts on it. It's not in stone. It's not been decided. We don't know if the theaters are going to be open or at full capacity then. He just said it's very likely that this will appear on a streaming service. He doesn't have anything. It's just his thoughts.
Right. Well, and he doesn't have the authority to make that decision anyway. So this is what irritates me. And we talk about it a little bit. We mentioned it a moment ago. Is clickbait that important to these websites that they have to create these non-story stories? Is that the deal, Ziggy?
100%. The misleading headline, the bigger the fucking lie, the more likely you're going to click it to go, what the fuck, and check it. So that's what it doesn't matter what they put there. That's why you see some of these fucking assholes that give you, here's the headline, click this to see the story, and then it goes down and tells you the same headline and the paragraph to the setup. Click here to continue. They give you the exact same portion down and give you 2 more sentences. Click here to continue. Fuck you guys, man. You know, that's fake clicks and shit. It's the same as manufacturing interest. It's bullshit, and it should be fucking a crime. But that is absolutely 100% what's going on. It's all about getting that click, and doesn't matter. They'll pull anything out of anywhere, out of context, to get them to say or sound to say what you're thinking you read. It's ridiculous.
Colonel, what do you think? Do you think there's any weight to what John Carpenter says about Halloween Kills showing up in a video streaming service instead of the theaters?
Well, I do, because that's a real possibility. I mean, if things aren't opening back up by October, I mean, at this point, they almost have to. That's even before Carpenter said anything. You've already pushed it back a year, which, by all means, I understood why you pushed it back a year. I didn't bitch. It's just a shame because, I mean, I'll be honest, I have been kind of digging watching these movies at home and not the theater, because if it's a bad movie that I know we're going to watch, I really don't like dropping this kind of money on these movies to go see it. So if I can just rent it for $20 and stay home, that's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
But we're talking Halloween Kills. I want to see Michael Myers on the big screen. I want my fucking pop. I want my fucking popcorn. I don't care if it's going to cost me $50 at the end of the day to go see this fucking movie, because it's fucking Michael Myers. It's Halloween. So I hope he's wrong. Well, let's be honest. That's 50-50 at this point. Who the fuck knows?
Stop fucking the clickbait bullshit. I'm tired of it.
It's all cleared up. I mean, hey, if a horror master returns to the director's chair, fuck yes. Obviously, we're all thrilled about that, but
Absolutely.
nothing is settled or in stone. He hasn't agreed to anything, no contracts.
You'd be crazy to think that Jason Blum has not reached out to him and said, what do you want to do? How much do you need? Let's talk. The offer is there. He may not have as much money as he needs to get him fully on board, but
Ooh, All right, guys, Blumhouse Project. That's what John Carpenter's The Love Boat.
Actually, it would be better than Fantasy Island.
John Carpenter's Knots Landing.
Ooh.
You need one, Crank. Let's hear it.
John Carpenter's The Greatest American Hero.
Oh, actually, that's all right. I could see him doing something with that. I thought you were going to go John Carpenter's Twin Peaks.
No. John Carpenter would fuck up Twin Peaks.
Here's what I was expecting. John Carpenter's Dallas.
Ooh, I would like that too. No, I don't know. There's something about the humor from The Greatest American Hero that I could see John Carpenter having some fun with.
John Carpenter's 90210.
Oh, God.
Dude, perfect one. He's already made a fucking alien movie with the Thing. John Carpenter's Alf.
John Carpenter's Different Strokes.
John Carpenter's Saved by the Bell.
We could do this shit all day, man.
We got to stop this. This is ridiculous. What are we doing here? Anyway, John Carpenter, keep talking. We're going to probably keep talking about it too. So thanks for the clickbait, assholes.
Yeah, I had to click on a shit, do research.
Fuckers. Guys, thanks for watching Stories Around the Campfire. We got more coming soon, I think. Hell, I don't even fucking know anymore. We had so much to talk. Just stay tuned.
Hi, this is James Dude Courtney, and you're watching Death Curse Society.
The Death Curse Society has just become an associate producer on the film.
Yes.
Bravo. Bravo. Death Curse Society, guys, is so awesome. I met the guys, all three of the guys, at Indianapolis last year for Horror Hound. And I met those dudes, and I gotta tell you, like, I hung out with them. We took pictures. I signed some stuff. They gave me a T-shirt. It was awesome. They are awesome guys. So super cool. I am so glad to have them on board this campaign, and also on board the film. And now they are going to be IMDb credited as producers on this movie.
Hey, Zigzag here for Death Curse Society. If you enjoyed that video, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That's how you get these things served up right in front of you every time. And we've got more for you. Check them out right there. Maybe figure out what the fuck's wrong with us. I don't know. It's all right there at Death Curse Society. Click it and see for yourself.